Hi there, this is Galen Martling. Today I'm sharing Unity Stamp Company's cute little mouse set, and I'm making a card with it that is going to have very light shades of stamping and very light shades of watercolor. And so for the stamping, I'm using Unity's Timberland Mouse, and also I'm using Sending Hugs die, and these are new for Unity, and I'm going to stamp in a very light ink. I used My Favorite Things Natural Hybrid ink pad. It is waterproof ink, and I stamp using the original Misty onto Canson watercolor paper. I make sure to go ahead and stamp on the smooth side of the watercolor paper. Most paper has a smooth side and a textured side. For stamping, the smooth side works best. So I go ahead and I use 3 passes of this stamped image here, this cute little mouse scene, and I am going to go ahead and heat set that later. Here's an example of it using darker ink. It's pretty. It's real sweet stamp. I am intentionally making this particular card into a very light shade of stamping and coloring, almost like a storybook kind of a scene on a card, very light. This is intentional. I know that there is going to be lots of samples for this card or this particular stamp in different shades of ink, and that's fine too if that's what you like. For this one, I just wanted something different. And so I go ahead and add a very light shade of pinkish color to where I think lighter shades might be. And then I'm going to add a very tan color of watercolor markers, and then I blend it out with water. I am using Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens for watercolor, and I'm choosing light colors. So really, I only have a few colors I'm working with. This stamp is very detailed, and it doesn't really need much color at all. I'm just going with very light color to accent the stamping. And so I'm coloring the ferns and greenery in a very light green. And with these markers, you can use a water brush or a watercolor or paintbrush. That's what I'm using, a brush. And I just use it with water. And I blot off any excess water with a paper towel. I just like it better than using a water brush, but you know, everybody has their preference. Water brush would work just fine. So I am going ahead and dabbing where I want color to be, right onto the dry part of the watercolor paper. I do this for each section, and I try to do it one section at a time so that it doesn't dry out before I get a chance to blend it out. And so then when you add water with a brush, it blends out nicely. Gives it a very soft watercolor look. Any color options work for this technique. I'm using light shades intentionally for this particular project. And so you just repeat this over and over in different sections, how you like it. And then when you finish, just heat set that. I went ahead and added some more color onto a palette mat. I always have a palette mat handy in case I want to dilute the color a little bit more, and I used it towards the end there. So once this is dry, I go ahead and die cut it into a tag shape. I'm using My Favorite Things tag dies for this particular die cut, but a paper trimmer works just fine as well. I'm using some twine or some cording, and also I'm going to add some Nouveau crystal drops in bright gold shade. And then I die cut this sentiment. Unity is coming out with more dies, and one of them is this Sending Hugs. I love this new set of dies that are coming out, and I just went ahead and die cut that onto gold glitter paper to just coordinate with the gold drops just for accent there. And I hope you like this. It's very easy to do. It just takes a little time, and be patient with the color blending. And this is a great tag card design that works for almost any image as well. And there you go. I hope you give it a try. Thanks so much for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.